So it's that time of the year where we all feel a bit tired and burnt out, and you realize that you haven't set proper work boundaries, and I'm here to help. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Miss Dhanusha. I help millennial women prioritize holistic self-care so that they can show up as their best self and avoid burnout. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Please click that notification bell, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for clicking on this video. This video is actually requested from my Instagram family, so if you are from my Instagram family, just comment down below and let me know. Okay, so let's just get into shout out of the week. Shout out of the week goes to Michelle. She said, I love the dresses, they look so good on you. Thank you so much. If you want to be shouted out in next week's video, then just comment on this one. Okay, cool. So let's just get into it, okay? So the pandemic started more than 18 months ago, and we all started working from home. And at that point, you probably didn't learn about boundaries. You probably may have heard the word, maybe you did it for your personal relationships, but you haven't really set it for your work life. And I don't blame you. Many of us actually don't have boundaries because we weren't raised with it, or we may be using it but we're not necessarily sure how it works and how to set them. So the importance of it is so that we have healthy and happy relationships, and this is the same thing for our work and our work from home situation. So we're working from home and it's been 18 months, and we realize that we're tired and we're burnt out because we have not set these boundaries. So if you are struggling, I'm going to help you today. I want to help you by sharing 5 different work boundaries that you can incorporate into your daily work from home life so that you can be healthier and happier and avoid that burnout. So number 1, take your lunch break. I can't emphasize how we actually need that lunch break to give our brain and our body a break, like a proper break. And I don't mean the in-between breaks. What I normally do is try to fill up water and take a break every 45 minutes to an hour to refill my cup with water or tea or coffee or whatever I am drinking. I'm not talking about taking that hour of lunch break, and even if it's not an hour, but even if it's 30 minutes or 45 minutes, but leaving your desk and leaving your work and just moving yourself to somewhere else in the house or outside or wherever you feel like you're actually taking a break. What happens when you don't take your lunch break is you just wake up and you're stressed in the morning, looking at your emails, looking at how much you need to do for the day. You continue the stress and things go wrong, you get more stressed, and then you get more stressed and you forget to eat, and then you forget to drink water, and then you just get more stressed and more hungry and more stressed and more stressed. And then you go and Uber Eats, and then you order all the stuff, and then you feel guilty, and then it becomes a continuous cycle. I have been there. I've done that. So try to take your lunch break. Try not to have meetings in your lunch break. If they do propose a meeting in that lunch break, try to adjust the time. If you can also maybe make a good meal or make something nutritious in your lunch break, so that gives you something to do in your lunch break. So you're just not twiddling your thumbs or going on social media or wasting your time. You're actually using it to fuel you to feel better. I know that when you eat in front of your computer, you're actually eating mindlessly and you're eating more than you should be eating. So if you're somebody who's trying to get healthy and you're trying to also have a more balanced life, you don't want to be overeating and stress eating and also eating mindlessly. If you're not sure what mindful activities are, I did a video on mindful activities in your life, so you can go and check that out. So take your lunch break, please. Number 2 is to close your laptop when you're done with work. Shut it down, close it up, put it away. If you work or you do your work in your bedroom, close it up, make sure you put it away, that it's a little bit out of sight, or pack it away so that you don't open it up again, and that you realize that work is over now and now it's time for your evening and go into your evening routine. I've shared my evening routine. It's so important to have a routine because it trains your brain to know hey, look, I'm done with work now. I'm not going to be stressed about this. I'm going to do the next thing. Maybe it's eating supper and then watching a show or reading and switching off for the day so that your brain can relax and process that day and just take in or stop taking in so much information and just relax for a bit so that you can fall asleep. Separating your home from your work is really important. When you don't get that when you don't do that, then you're forced to go and keep working or be thinking about work. If you are going to come back and work later, then make sure to take a nice break, and then when you're done eventually with work, please put your laptop away and set a boundary of not opening it up to work even further. Some of you might agree or disagree with this one, but this one is a little bit controversial. But don't take calls or don't take work calls outside of working hours. If your boss is used to calling you after working hours, which you can see I'm not too happy about here, you should set the boundary and say that, look, sorry, I can't take calls after working hours unless it's really an emergency, and I mean like life or death kind of emergency, because I have responsibilities and I have things to do in my house and I need to do those things. I have appointments and I have things to do. So set that boundary. Make sure you enforce that boundary so that they learn to contact you before the working day is over. Because a lot of the times people know when things are going to go wrong, so you can get calls before work. I know there might be an off chance where something might go wrong and it's after work hours. Once you do it once, it's going to become a habit. And that's the thing about boundaries, is that if you allow it one time, then people think it's okay. So that's why you have to not allow it. You have to say, no, I can't allow this, because you set in the boundary, so you must also enforce it. You must also deliver on it. Oh, the next thing, we all love checking our emails. I think the best thing you can do is take your work email off your phone, because when you wake up and you're seeing there's so many emails and there's so much to do, and you wake up stressed and you just don't feel like you can get a start on the day, that's going to impact your work and that's going to impact your stress level. So take your email off your phone. And then the next thing is, don't check your email notifications or don't check your notifications at all if you are outside of working hours. So like, I'm watching a show right now and then I'm literally going and checking my phone. It's like, why do you don't need to check your work notifications, especially after hours, because then you're going to be stressed about the next day, and it's going to always become a cycle and your brain's going to get used to it, and those signals in your brain that go off when you get stressed is what keeps you in that like fight or flight response, and you're not feeling calm and relaxed even outside of working hours. So really put those notifications off. Don't look at them when you're outside of work, and try to just limit that screen time. And then lastly, we all love to say yes we can, but you should know what your week's going to look like and your month's going to look like for work, because obviously you would have planned that out and you know the projects you're working on and what kind of activities you're doing for the day. So after you do your to-do list, you know what you need done. If you have to do more activities or more tasks, or you get more work thrown onto you, you need to then say to them, look, while it's going to affect my other deliverables, I will need more time on the other stuff if you want me to work on this now. Don't just say yes, you can do it, and please don't take on other people's work. Don't try to fix problems that is not yours to fix. Draw that boundary and let your work know, look, this is not my job. I'm not here to fix other people's problems. I'm here to do my job, and this is my limit for the day. I can't take on more work, and if I do, then I need more time for the rest of the work. I think that's fair and that's simple, and all you have to do is have an honest conversation with your boss, and if they don't like it, then you take it up a bit higher. I know these things are difficult and easier said than done, and in the moment you just want to say yes, but think about your own mental health and think about your future, and think about how you feel right now in your job and working from home, and if you can improve the situation with even trying one of these things. So let me know in the comments which boundary you're going to try enforcing, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. While you're here, you can go check out my video on how to set boundaries, or you can check out my nighttime routine, so you can start forming a routine, start living your best life, and start using boundaries to get there. Bye as well.